Only on Eyewitness News, a local high school athlete, the victim of multiple concussions, is fighting for new legislation at the State House. Now, we first introduced you to Dylan Mello during a story about concussions back in November. Today, lawmakers listened closely at what he had to say. Eyewitness News reporter Erin Kennedy joins us now live in our studio with this exclusive story.
Dylan and his mother say no one knew about the life-threatening dangers that come with repeated concussions, and now they're fighting to educate schools, students, and coaches so other students don't suffer the way Dylan has.
It's the most frustrating thing about my injury is that I'm the only one who can feel it and see it.
It's often called a silent injury, but tonight Portsmouth High senior Dylan Mello is speaking out, giving voice to an injury that has sidelined him for more than a year now.
I feel that I sacrificed a year and a half of my life for, 2 or 3 games?
3 concussions, almost one after the other in 2 separate sports, have left Dylan fighting both physically and cognitively.
You have to minimize your TV time, texting, computer time, reading, what have you. So you're pretty much reduced to nothing.
Dylan's mother described him as a diligent scholar athlete before the injuries, and now he says he feels
trapped inside myself where I don't feel right. I don't feel like a regular person. I feel as if I don't want to use this, but as if I'm like kind of drugged up.
Which is why he and his mother are fighting for legislation that would prevent other students from having to endure Dylan's challenges.
There are lots of things that we've learned along the way that we'd like everybody to know early on so they can avoid this sort of a journey.
It's something that you need to let people know about, and coaches need to be educated about to realize and look and maybe see if there's little symptoms here and there.
Their proposal would mandate school districts to work with and educate student athletes and coaches about concussions, the symptoms and the risks if a student suffers repeated head injuries. Legislation that will hopefully keep other student athletes safe.
It's just really frustrating, and I just don't want anyone else to have to go through what I've been through.
Dylan also worked to institute impact concussion screenings at Portsmouth High School. The online screening tests memory and reflexes. If an athlete suffers a head injury, he'll take the test again and compare the scores to see if there's a difference. Erin Kennedy, Eyewitness News.